Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Barakatham Yahweh Shemar, Latham Bashem Yahshua. I'm priest and officer of 50 Adiah, holding class down until Captain of 13,000, Shapar Napaj arrives. And this is the Thursday night class. Let me tell you, Israel, we are in perilous times right now. Perilous times. You got the COVID-19 going on. COVID-19 is ravaging through our oppressor and all these other nations for what they have done to us. And the COVID-19 is also coming after us, the Most High chosen people, because we choose not to follow after the Most High Christ, man, by not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. This is the time right now to take ourselves out of America. When we say take yourself out of America, stop trying to be an American. Stop trying to be part of your oppressor's nation, trying to be one and have unity with him and these other nations, because they do not have our best interest in heart. When was there ever a time when the oppressor lived in peace with anybody? He never has. He has never lived in peace with anyone. And you can forget about what he does to us blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You can forget about it. Tonight, Cap is going to go into how the brother was murdered, jogging in his own neighborhood. This brother can't even jog in his own neighborhood without being hunted down and killed by an oppressor, which just goes to show you how deep it is. Even during this pandemic, even during the COVID-19, aka the coronavirus, the oppressor still finds a way to hunt our steps, paraphrasing Lamentations, to kill the Most High's chosen people. You saw what happened, what they did in Michigan, storming the Capitol building. When they stormed the Capitol building, they had AR-15s. They had weapons. They brought them inside of the Michigan Capitol building. And they also had something else which was so powerful, Commander General Yahana went into and noticed. They also had nooses. What do you think the noose symbolizes? They saying if you don't open up these states, guess what? We're going to go out there and lynch niggas. We're going to go out there and continue to do what they always have done, and that is persecute and destroy, rape, rob, and destroy the Most High's chosen people, man. If I could, we're going to go into Revelations chapter 18 and verse 4. And this is going to talk about what we need to do as a people. The COVID-19 has the oppressor out of his mind. His economy is shut down. He feels though, and this is hilarious to me, the oppressor feels like he's being oppressed because he's being told to wear a mask when he goes to places. And he has to end with that stay-at-home order and with social distancing. And in the course of all this anger that the oppressor is having, who is he taking that anger out on? He's taking that anger out on us. And this is why we cannot join on to this oppressor. We cannot choose to continue to live like him and want to seek unity with him. The oppressor has always had one sole goal since being here, since the beginning. He was a murderer from the beginning, paraphrasing in John. This is not the time for us to continue to seek unity. How many times have we tried to live and coincide with the oppressor and it ain't work out? Ask our Native Indian brothers and sisters. They couldn't live with him. He gave them one of the earliest forms of biological warfare, smallpox and blankets, and that was in the mass genocide that went on to our brothers and sisters and put them in so-called reservations, which are really concentration camps. Our Native American brothers and sisters, our Gadite and Reubenite brothers and sisters used to have all of this land. So is our brothers and sisters of the tribe of Issachar, so-called Mexicans. Got them in cages right now. But hold up. Trump says they essential workers. So that means he's not going to be persecuting them and be deporting them. But you better believe when COVID-19, when the Most High lets up a little bit, they're going to go back to persecute us. You see what they do to us, black man in the streets, and Hispanic man. They hunt our steps. The oppressor feels as though he's oppressed because he got to stay at home and he has to abide by social distancing and wear a mask. He said, man, that just make me want to kill niggas even more. That goes to show us that we need to come out of America. And I'm going to bring that out right now. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And it's I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. The Most High is telling us to come out of her. What is to come out of her? We need to come out of America. We have no place being here in America. And when I say no place, our minds are still right here in America. We feel as though as a people, we cannot make it unless we are joined to the oppressor and live like him and shop in his stores and make their communities rich. If I could, Georgia just opened up. So did Texas, and other states are starting to reopen and partially reopen. And our people are the main ones back, putting their dollars, putting their wealth, putting their time and patronizing these oppressors and these other nations, but we need to come out of them. Could you imagine if we just said, you know what, them Chinese and them Korean nail salons and shops and spas, we're not going to do that no more. We're going to open up our own businesses. We're going to open up our own soul food spots, our own Mexican spots where we can serve our own food and deal with each other. Imagine if we did that, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man and woman. Imagine if you came out of that wicked Christian church and that Muslim mosque. Because guess what? They showing us right now during the COVID-19, which the Most High sent, which is a plague. And guess what? They're not essential. In the time of your darkest hour where our people are dying because we choose to stay in America and live like these heathens, they closed on you. They don't have no answers for you. But the answers have been right here the entire time. The answers have been right here in the UBK. And we've been saying this since 1969 that we need to come out of her, the great whore, Babylon, which is America. Could you imagine just coming out of her? Just stop spending your wealth with her. Stop kissing the oppressors behind. Stop trying to live like him. We can't live like him anyway. Paraphrasing in Leviticus, I believe it's 20 and 26, the Most High severed us from these other nations. We are a holy people, which means that we need to be separate from these other nations. This is why the Most High Christ is saying that we need to come out of her. And he's saying, my people. When he says my people, look how possessive the Most High is when he says my people. He's not talking about everybody because it would say come out of her everyone. But it's not saying that. For it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that we don't be partakers of the sins of America. And America has many, many, many sins that we can't even count. Brought up earlier, and Cap is going to go into it tonight. Brother was just jogging in his own neighborhood, minding his own business. And two devils come out and murder him in cold blood. And the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So
what's going on, Hebrew? Say that.
You want to write a website?
No, I gotta put my stuff on. Like a couple of minutes on you right now.
Listen, that's why it says, be not partakers of her sins. When it says be not partakers of her sins, you don't want to be a part of that. You got brothers and sisters right now that love the oppressor so much that they're going to justify what happened to their brother. The same way they justify the oppression and the murder, rape, rob, and destruction of our people to this day. And you see the reactions that these oppressors have? I was on social media earlier on Twitter, and an oppressor was telling, a couple of the brothers, well, if you don't like the treatment that you're having here in America, why don't you go back to your own country? The arrogance of the oppressor. They say, well, if you don't like being murdered here, you can just go back to your own country when this ain't your country. This ain't your land. You are a true vagabond. You don't have no culture. You don't have no land. This is why the Most High is telling us not to be partakers of her sins. And it also says, and that ye receive not of her plagues. When it says receive not of her plagues, this is why COVID-19 is here. COVID-19, the coronavirus is here because of what the oppressor and these other nations have done to the Lord's chosen people, which is us blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. And be partakers of our plagues. You see, there were early on when the coronavirus first hit, you had simple Negroes out here talking about that we can't get the COVID-19, that we got melanin, we protected. But as soon as we got it, it hit us hard. It hit us so hard because we already doing everything we're not supposed to do. You already smoking weed and cigarettes. You already eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. We already have weak immune systems. Number one in HIV and AIDS. Number one in abortions. Number one in high blood pressure. You can just forget about it. So when the COVID-19, when that plague comes and attacks our respiratory systems, we're already so weak because of the other abominations that we've been doing following after the oppressor in these other nations that we ain't gonna survive. But the truth of the matter has been right here, paraphrasing Ruth chapter 4 and verse 1, if we kept the law, statutes, and commandments, we would come to life. And when it says that those shall leave and shall die, we die spiritually and we're dying physically. And it's a damn shame, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man and woman. If the COVID-19 don't get you, you know who will get you? An oppressor will get you. And they've been doing this since the beginning. COVID-19 came and the oppressor can't handle it. He can't handle it. He feels as though he's being oppressed. And since he feels as though he's being oppressed, he's going back to his natural instincts. And what is his natural instincts? To kill, rape, rob, and destroy us. Paraphrasing Psalms 83, these other nations have come together with one consent. They are confederate against the Most High's chosen people. The tabernacles of Eden, which are the so-called oppressors. The Moabites, the so-called Chinese man. The Ammonites, the so-called Japanese. The Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs. COVID-19 came and guess what? Shut all of their businesses down. All of their businesses. The economy is going through it. And it's a glorious thing. And these are signs to show us that we need to gather ourselves together and take ourselves out of America and out of the hand of these other nations and stop patronizing them. You don't want to be a partaker of their sins. You don't want to be a partaker of their plagues. You see what the coronavirus is doing. And what's sad to say, the coronavirus is the least of our concerns. The least, because there are more plagues to come. Real quick, we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 61. And COVID-19 was prophesied about. It's in the scriptures, and I'm going to get it for you right now. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them which will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. If I could, I'm going to pass the class off to priest and captain of 13,000 Shapar Napash.
What's on first? What's on first? Hell of an applause there. No, I'm just messing around. I'm glad to be here in this time, in this day and age, man. I thank the Most High. We should all give him thanks, man, for all the wonderful things he's done for us and is doing for us in this time. It's a very hectic time for the people outside the truth. But if you're in this truth, man, you better believe, man, you protected, man. And I don't mean protected in no proud way, like I ain't got to worry about nothing. I mean, the Lord got your back, you know what I mean? If you show the proper fear of him, man. Don't go out here don't go out here and tempt the Most High by thinking because you in the truth, you ain't got to do the things. Go and obey what the white man laying down. Go and cover your face and your hands, man, and the Lord got your back when you know what I mean, because he knows you in the truth. He knows that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had a few things going to. Oh, Mother's Day. We definitely going to have to go into Mother's Day. We definitely going to have to go into that video that was released, man. That video that was released of that brother being shot down. Brother, let me tell you something. Oh, my goodness, boy. Like our people would never do this type of thing to, that's how much love and reverence we have for these other nations. And not saying that you don't go out there and do this, but seriously, you need to be changing your life, man. If you ain't changing your life and showing the proper fear to the Most High, then you got to be feeling some kind. I mean, you got to be feeling like less than a man to see all this stuff going on, and you in the world and ain't trying to come back and build your nation. You mean tell me you in the world while all this is taking place, and it don't affect you? You are half homosexual. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Right.
Because if I was in the world and I saw this going on, man, it's like somebody coming and doing something to your woman right in front of your face, and you just stand by and watch, without knowing that the Lord is going to handle the situation, and that the Lord sees this. But I'm going to have to take matters in my own hands, whatever that outcome might be. You understand? But we're gonna play this tape, of course, because I think everybody should really. And let me warn you, man. The white man is in this. He's at home. He's idle. He's pissed off. He's angry, and he wants to take his anger off on someone, and you know who that someone always is. Come on, history shows you that. We've been telling you that. We've been telling blacks and Hispanics. Man, come on, man. Come on in this truth. Learn the truth. Come back to your power. Stop being a goddamn evil sinner. Lay up your follow ground, man. Stop it, man. You act like you ain't got no control over the things you do. Like you got to go and do the things that you've been doing. Or else what? You die? You'll still be alive. You'll still live, man. You know what I mean? If the Lord don't put you to death for that evil, those crimes, you got to stop your wickedness. Y'all out there protesting every time something go down. The real protesters don't celebrate this goddamn Mother's Day. That's a real protest. Take your spirit out of this place. Stop doing the things of your oppressor. Like I look at America, you look for plantations. You look for plantations. America's a big goddamn plantation.
Right.
It's a big goddamn plantation, man. You need your slave master's permission for whatever you do. He runs this plantation. And if you don't stop and your evil against the Lord, which is joining him in his evil, then you know what I mean. What you protesting for? Huh? You protesting because someone like you? Yeah, he looked just like you and me. I feel it when I feel it. When you get gunned down, when something happened to you, it hits me right here. I ain't gonna lie. I watched those videos. I watched the sister getting. Remember that old foreigner that beat that sister, man, in the shop.
Come.
Well, it's ongoing, man. It's ongoing. It should have taught us a lesson, but of course, and we're gonna get that. Oh, I might want to go into that old stinking Chicago. Was she a Chicago mayor that came out against the people? What's her name? Lightfoot or something like that? Jennifer Ball, know what I'm talking about. Boy, that's a sister. And that's why women ain't supposed to be over top of, they supposed to be really like the way she spoke to them, to the residents of Chicago is like no complete, not care or understanding in the world.
Right.
Just attacking them. It was just like you can put a white face on this black woman and hear the white man's words come out of her mouth. And think it's a white man talking. The same position. I might pull that up. Right now, let's go into this video. I want to bring this video out. Should we do it now? Let's do it now. Why not? Let's do it now. Y'all check this out. Can you make it big on the screen? Can you make it big so it can do the whole screen? No, I'm talking about on the computer.
Oh, that's the biggest that it would.
That's as big as it get. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's what we got to deal with. Let's do it. Pull it at the beginning. Now, y'all watch this. Now these devils, to my understanding, one devil saw this brother jogging and went and told a couple of more. They got their guns, ran out there to look for this brother. You understand? And the white man's known for doing that. He's known for like trying to hunt the slaves. I told you it's a big plantation for hunting the slaves, for trying to justify his murderous mindset with, oh, I thought he was robbing people in the neighborhood. You know damn well that brother wasn't robbing no house. What the hell he robbing houses jogging down the street? You don't rob a house, you gonna get a car or something. You ain't gonna be running up and down the street.
Right.
And well, let's take a look at it. Now they're in the truck right here. Look, right there. Look at this. He must have got it. He must have looked at it. Look, you see it? Brother, he got it right there.
That's done though. Damn,
man. Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. If anything I can say to you, boy, to get you in this truth, I would say it in a heartbeat. You understand? Because this time right here, these animals is ready to get loose. And they get loose, man, it's going to be hell. It's going to be something that I can't even imagine. Christ don't return. Like, that was certainly, all of that was wrong, you know what I mean? It was just no caring, or just wanting to murder a black man. Right now, let me just get Zechariah 11:5. Pull Zechariah 11:5 real quick. Because we got to really take heed of what's going on. And the Bible calls him the murderer. The Lord calls him the murderer, the thief. Like he can't have enough of. He's the type of person that even if he's doing good, even if he's got what is he murdering over? Over the fact that he ain't got no land, he got all of the land, got all the money, got all the houses, got all the nations underneath him, and he's still looking for a reason to kill and murder you. You can't satisfy this man. Give me the Zechariah 11:5.
Come on, sir.
He can't never have enough, man, unless you out of here. He will kill you. He will feed you an attractive lie. Oh, you should pursue your career instead of having a child.
Right.
Well, let's put your child to death. So that way it won't hinder you and, later on when your career, when you get an opportunity to make some money. After you pay off these student loans and all that other stuff, you're going to slave you by courts. That's ridiculous, man. And for us to keep falling for it is absolutely ridiculous. Read the scripture for me.
God, this is Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold
No, read up above that.
God. This is the book of Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 4. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
What does that mean? Anybody? Feed the flock of the slaughter. Read the verse above it. Is that the one he talks about? Read the verse above that. Get the context.
Verse 3. There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled.
What does that mean? Anybody want to take a stab at it? Anybody online?
Okay, Pastor.
Okay, if they want to, if they let them type it in. If they want, I'm going to go ahead for the time's sake. The voice of the, read it one more time. So you can break it down.
There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds.
Who's the shepherds? And what are they howling about is you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man, in the ISUPK on the corners. Everybody looked at the men of the school as if we was a joke.
Right.
They looked at us like, they laughed at us. Get a job. I'm going to tell you something else. And I'm going to tell you this straight from the heart. I understand why a priest did not do anything but in the priesthood. His job was to take care of this nation. That's your job, man. Everything else is slavery. You underneath the white man, you going to build his nation. But you walk up and tell us to get a goddamn job while blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, nobody's taking care of them. Nobody paying the right tithe to the men doing the work. That's what's going on, man. That's why we in this time now. We in a messed up time, man. Get a job. Can you believe it? So you can fulfill all the lust your behind want. You don't look at doing this work as if you're going to see it in a minute. Read on.
Come.
Now, read that. Read it again.
Come. There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds.
You see that? The howling of the shepherds. The men that's supposed to lead this nation. They don't look, this is going to tell you further down. Read on.
Come. A voice of the roaring of young lions.
Of young lions. They're roaring out in those corners. They're trying to bring this nation back together. They're trying to tell you the right path. This is the way. Not the way that you've been going. Read on.
Come. For the pride of Jordan is spoiled.
The pride, meaning, the pride, meaning the lion's pride, right? The pride of the lion, and also the things that we follow, our way of life is destroyed. Y'all see that? Read on.
Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock.
Thus saith the Lord my God. Not everybody's got God.
Right.
The God of this shepherd, man. Because the pride has got other gods. That's why they spoiled. You understand? But he's saying, thus saith the Lord my God. Read on. Stay with me too.
Whose possessors slay them.
That we spoil, and the people that possess us, they ain't happy with just you worshiping their white Jesus. We tell y'all all the time, that white Jesus, you giving your love to another nation.
Right.
And then I heard somebody the other day this sister, I forgot what it was on, but she's claiming she's of course she's a Christian, and talking about the cross. Her whole not teaching, but her whole speaking was about the cross. If you ain't at the cross, if you in the Calvary, the cross. I'm like, you are worshiping the cross. You worshiping the cross.
Right.
Like the cross has nothing to do with Christ.
Right.
Yeah, it was insane to me to keep hearing her say that. But that's exactly what's going on. You understand? So that was heavy. Hey, so what's going on, Hebrew? All right. So our possessors slay us. Our possessors, you just saw it, man.
Right.
And you saw it many times, man. They put lead in your water. They do. It's all. I can just go on and on and on. Or the different, how they go in secret. And it manifests itself in your hood, how they're killing you.
Right.
Just go on and on and on. But yet, and still, we have not found our way out of our possessors' way of life. We haven't returned our way of life. I'm telling you, boy, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I hate to say that, but I you know what I mean. But a lot of people just don't. They can't. There's something blocking them, where they can't receive what we say. They can't understand what we say. They like a lot of people like what you. They hear what you're saying, and they like what you're saying, but they can't take it. It's just something. It's just the sin that they in won't allow. They love that sin more than they love what you say.
Right.
So they hear it and they like it. There's a scripture on that too. How they hear they like the what you're saying, but never I find it. But anyway, read on.
And hold themselves not guilty.
I don't think they even went to jail until this video came out. Go ahead.
They haven't even been charged.
They haven't even been. Can you imagine that? They haven't even been charged. That is insane, man. That's telling white people, man, go out and kill them. It's open season. It's like hunting season. You know, when something they get the sign of no hunting, it's not hunting season yet. Right. They take that sign down. Ain't nothing stopping the white man from hunting and killing.
Right.
Oh man, this is insane, brothers and sisters. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all need to flee in this school. This is the only refuge we got.
Right.
Like, where you gonna go? You gonna run the police? The police want to kill you. You gonna go to your politician? Politician attacking you because you need to stop being wicked during this COVID virus. What that woman say, Lightfoot? Boy, I want to pull this. Did you hear that woman? Meanwhile, they don't give a damn about you. They don't even visit. They don't even see. Look, they're so busy. They're so busy just stealing and being a politician. Now they want to come out and threaten and this is ridiculous. Go ahead. Let's finish it. Go ahead. You have a question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. You heard how it was so heavy. When you brought out the politicians on Monday, Manager Rihanna brought out about how the devils, when they charged the Capitol building in Michigan, they had nooses with their AR-15s and they was inside the Capitol building.
Yeah, what the hell? What's the news for? They gonna hang their people with the news? Like, what is the news for? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? You gonna hang the politicians? No, that news before they even get to their people, they coming after you.
Right.
So you straight up. They've been doing it. Read on some more of that scripture.
And they that sell them say.
And they that sell them. Who's the one that sell them? Remember, it's talking about the flock. I mean, the pride. The pride is destroyed because they that sell them. What do they say?
Come. Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
That's what your shepherds say. The Lord, blessed be the Lord. He don't look at the Lord the same way your poor behind look at him. He think he's blessed because he sells the flock. That's what he does. He sells you to the white man. The hell you think them shepherds doing standing in front of you with the American flag in the church and the white Jesus behind them and the philosophy of all nations come together? What do you think they doing? The Bible ain't never said all nations come together.
Right.
We got any other scriptures on that? Like we definitely need to come together. We need like General Commander Giuliani said, a moral revolution. We don't need to be marching in no goddamn what do you call them damn things they march up and down? Protests.
Okay.
We don't need to be protest. What the protest? What? You gonna protest the white man for being the devil? Think you gonna stop being the devil because you protesting? Shit. It ain't gonna solve nothing. It's gonna give you the false sense of accomplishment. Like you accomplished something in a protest when you ain't do nothing, man. You're gonna go home and be murdered some more. White man gonna come down at your protest and murder you. Okay, where we at? Any more?
Verse 6. Verse 6, for I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But lo, I will deliver the men, every one into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king.
Lord,
and they
he
shall
ain't playing with you. He ain't playing, man. Like, one time when the Lord looked at our affliction, man, and was like, boy, let me go. Well, he had pity on us. And he reacted. But you got so goddamn, an alien to the Lord. You like an alien. Like you something that the Lord wanted to, wanted to create, and you let somebody else create you. You let somebody else mold you. That's what all that rap is about. Not the culture. The culture is about getting guns and shooting black men. They don't talk about the whole thing is about I'm making money off of black people and I'm shooting black people. Hell, you know what I mean? Like that's the molding that he molded you into. He molded you like that. That wasn't what you. That wasn't your culture.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. The talent of being a rapper, that's talent. That you can be able to take words, put them together, and bring them forth in a certain spirit. But come on, man, let's be real. You got people rapping about being a thug, an East Indian god, and all that. And like we in all kind of mess, man. We better wake the hell up quick, man. It's what this school is for. You're supposed to be taking full advantage of the school, like the white man takes full advantage of his gun shops. Okay, what else we got?
That was a little bit more scripture.
Okay, let's read on.
They shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's go on in. I wanted to bring out something. It was something else I wanted to bring out. Go ahead. I told you to pull something to hold for me.
Like on Mother's Day?
No, it was another video, wasn't it?
I'm sorry.
Y'all gotta stay with me. You were younger, man. I can't. It was it was this one, and it was something else you said. The poll. Oh, that. Okay, you can tell me down there.
Okay. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It was about if I could, sir, it was about the sister that was on the stripper pole.
Oh, the stripper pole, yeah, the stripper pole sister. We didn't get to pull up. You can't catch no video. That was after with the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another thing that's going on. That's real heavy. Without a woman, without a man over top of her to direct her, is bound to go into wickedness, man. She has no grounding. She has no anchor to stop her from going into the deep waters with the wickedness of carry her, sweep her away. So she out there on a stripper pole with a little kid. That was insane. So we can't go into that. Let's do the Mother's Day. We're going to Mother's Day now because I'm gonna try to fit a couple of different topics in. If we don't have any questions, if we have any questions, y'all type them questions in. Lord allow, we'll get into it. Just a lot of topics that I would like to cover tonight. There's a couple of topics I'd like to cover. That being that topic right there of the brother getting shot. Like they continuously murder us. And we continuously try to join them. And in my estimation, I think the white man knows if he murders you more and more, that you will join him more and more. Instead, you would think that him murdering us would be like, no, we can't do this because we can't be involved with these people. But instead, we see like, oh man, we better befriend these people and go and try to be good slave, or I'm not slaves, I'm gonna use slaves, but try to be their friend so they'll stop murdering us. But that's not the case. They're gonna continuously murder you. You understand? Go ahead. I was another. Let's do the Mother's Day. Then I'm gonna go into about Christ, man, and why he's so important, man, and how all the prophets talked about him. Particularly, I'm gonna go into this one about David. You understand how the Lord. We'll go into it in a minute, but hit me up with the civil. Oh, we can't put it up there. All right. Let's go. All right. Y'all know Mother's Day is coming. They're supposed to be celebrating this Sunday. Do not. Here's your protest. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Do not give your spirit to this evil goddess of the Greeks, man. This is an ancient goddess of Greek culture. Y'all go look this up yourself. We can't pull it up right now. Called Sybil. And they worship Sybil, man. They had all kind of temples built to this goddess. There was one place where they said, where the prophets rolled through, he said, the people said, hold on. Don't come with us like this. You know what we do over here. Like they told them straight up. We worshiping this goddess. I gotta find that scripture too. They was like, hold on. Don't bring that mess over here. Y'all know, I think it was in Ephesians. I gotta find it. Where's my phone back? But give me Sybil. Let's read a little bit about Sybil.
Who was Sybil? There was many goddesses of fertility in mythology, but there could only be one great mother of the gods to the Greeks.
You see that? Sybil was the great goddess of the Greeks. Read on.
Rhea, the wife of Kronos and the mother of Zeus. In Roman mythology, however, she's called Sybil, the universal mother of not only the gods, but also of all humans, animals, and plant life. Referred to as Magna Mater, a great mother.
In your ignorance, you think Mother's Day is about honoring your mother. That's what you're doing. That's what you think, right? That's what your pastor told you? No. This serpent, this beast, has deceived you once again into worshiping their gods. It's like Sunday. You think going to church on Sunday is you worshiping God? I mean, the Lord told you to go worship on Sunday? Huh? Or are you worshiping the sun god? Zeus and all of them. That's what you're doing, man. That's why it's called Sunday. It is that's why it's called the first day of the week. That's the first day of the week. Ain't got nothing to do with the Sabbath. But the Lord told you the Sabbath is holy. Sundown Friday, the sundown. There's so much. There's so much. It's ridiculous, man. But Mother's Day is about this. White people know this. They know that their gods are being worshipped. Why do you think they pushing them so hard? Why do you think Mother's Day cards are in the stores and candies and flowers and everything a black woman loves? Huh? You're not honoring your mother. You're dishonoring her if you're a black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian man. You honor your mother by obeying the Lord. Right. Not by going and worshiping some God on some day the Lord never told you to do. The Lord never told you to worship.
Right.
Here it is, right here. You want to see why these plagues are going on? Well, we're reading about it right now. Now stop being such an ignorant fool. And I love my mother. What the? Boy, that old punk spirit, boy. That spirit of disrespect and I've had so many comments. Mom, it ain't about that. It was about honoring my mother. Go ahead,
if I could, sir, when you bring it out, it's so heavy. I just remember, my sisters told me the other day, don't come by mother's house on Sunday if you don't got a gift.
See that?
I was like, what?
If you ain't putting a gift, just like you bring a gift to that tree, or bring a gift for their birthday. You gotta bring a gift to mama because you worshiping these things, man. Come on, let's read some more.
She was the personification of Mother Earth.
Yeah, y'all all into that old Mother Earth. Y'all know that's a whole nother topic right there, man. We can bring out and talk about for go read on.
In art, she's usually depicted on a throne or in a chariot, wearing a tall, cylindrical crown and constant presence of a lion.
I see her on the idol with a whole row of breasts going all up and down, talking about fertility and all that other crap you don't even know nothing about that you worshiping. It ain't sitting in your Christian church because this pastor giving you a feel-good sermon. Oh, go and get your mother some flowers and make a nice dinner and take her out for dinner and all that. This is a spirit that the Lord hates. The Lord said, I hate your feast days. I will not join you in the evil that you do. You think I'm going to join you while you go and do this evil? You out your damn mind. When have you ever joined the Lord in righteousness? He's supposed to bend and join you. Like these Christians, boy, they are super evil, man. They think Jesus is in their back pocket. And whenever they're in trouble, they can whip Jesus out and make it right. Make it right, Jesus. All my sins, I done messed myself up, and now I'm in trouble again. They whip Jesus out the back pocket. Jesus do his thing, and then put him right back in there until they get in trouble again. Read on.
The goddess was, according to mythology, the goddess was born to a hermaphrodite, meaning she was both male and female.
Oh my goodness. That explains a lot. Y'all, and I'm gonna tell you something else. You black men is all my mother, like you is so like that's not a love. That's a homosexual type love. I'll explain if you want me to. Homosexual meaning you're supposed to love your mother for being the woman that she is, for raising you and all that. And according to the laws, of course, does the Lord give you. But when you go outside of those laws and you talk about a love, it's damn near like a homosexual love being a woman. Why do you love being a woman? Because y'all worship women. So some men are weaker than other men. Especially when they're underneath a woman all goddamn day. You know what I mean? And he's looking up to this woman and, looking at her cry when a man break her heart and always soothing her and all that. You know what I mean? He starts to develop an affection towards his mother that he should not have like that. That's for her husband, man. You honor your mother by you listen. Of course, it's supposed to be in order. How you supposed to honor your mother? We're gonna go in that scripture too. We're gonna get a few scriptures on this Mother's Day. Ain't no big deal. Let's read on some more. Is there more on that? Yeah, I can't even say the word. Hermaphrodite, mama. She's a hat man. Now I saw the one where they had the breasts. The idol that had the breasts like this. I mean, the idol had all them breasts. It had a row of breasts. Several rows. I guess she was going to, go ahead.
That's my cousin. That's Ice Star.
That's
Star?
I don't know. I get it, but I believe it all ties into that woman worship.
Right.
Well, we don't worship women. We have, like that queen.
Right.
Like what a black woman always say, I'm the queen.
Right.
That's worship.
Right.
We have wives.
Right.
In our nation, we don't have queens.
Right.
So give me Jeremiah 7 and 18. That's the one where you talk about the queen of heaven. You understand? Like we don't have queens. That's a whole nother, another thing like a diva, like she want to be worshipped.
Right.
And the society knows, like the white man, he read this Bible.
Right.
He knows your woman was the one that when I read, okay, I'll take an example. Multiple wives, right? I talked about that. We talked about that a few times. Brought that up. He knows. Remember when Jacob, was it Jacob? Jacob had the 4 wives, right? Who was the one that was beautiful? Rachel? Who was the other one? Leah, the one he married first. They bickered. Huh? It's in the scriptures. And forth. Oh, he ain't gonna love me. Oh, I'll be his favorite since I have his first child. Why are you, I don't want to eat, you know what I mean? Like, cause that's that woman's spirit. That woman's spirit it's competition. It's I don't know. So a woman don't want that competition. So she's gonna tell you, this is my man. Don't other woman's gonna have my man. Cause why? That spirit of, you know what I mean? Vying for that man's affection. You know what I mean? It's right there in the scriptures. White man knows that.
Right. So
what are you gonna say? Man can only have one, and she gonna love that because that's her ears. But that means she ain't got to share it. That's what I'm trying to say. She's more, susceptible to the things that, she believes because it sounds good to her ears.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm the Mother Earth. All the children come from me, so I'm the, you know what I mean? Not the order, but I want to be worshipped. That's all it boils down to, pretty much. Oh, read on.
Talk about this book of Jeremiah, chapter 7 and verse 18. The children gathered wood, and the fathers kindled the fire.
Hold on. The children gather the wood. What are you gathering the wood for? To go out and celebrate something. So y'all put that on vibrate, whoever that is. So y'all going out there doing this, preparing this meal. Y'all ain't got to gather the wood now. You take it to a damn restaurant. Children take it to the restaurant. Read on. Children gather wood.
And the fathers kindled the fire.
The fathers is there on it too. Black man, goddamn well you ain't supposed to be worshiping no woman. You make them big-headed, man. A woman, imagine you, now here's our woman. And the black woman, we putting her on the pedestal. You a queen. You a diva. You this and that. We pushing her up. And who's up there with her? Because you ain't up there. Because you pushing her up on the pedestal.
Right.
So you down here like she looking at you like a peasant. Why would she want to even settle with you? Who's up there with her? The man is the king of this empire, the white man.
That's right.
You giving her to your goddamn oppressor.
Right.
And don't even know it. She should be required to do the things that the Lord required of her. A woman has got use. She's got use, man. And the ones that can show their use and is worthy of a man's praise should get the praise that they're due.
Right.
You do something good, you should get praise. You do something bad, you should get checked.
Right.
And that's that, so that you won't do that bad thing again. What the hell, you got a woman you never check. You just let her do whatever the hell she wants. She's a monster. She's just like if you have a child. If I got a child and I let him do what the hell he wants and I never check him, that child will be a monster.
Right.
Read on.
Come. And the women knead their dough to make cakes to the
all in the mindset of doing this. The children gathering the sticks, the father, he in the fire. He preparing the fire. And the women, they making cake. They in there doing their thing. Why? Read.
To make cakes to the Queen of Heaven.
To make cakes to the Queen of Heaven. Any more? So they celebrating a idol, a false god, man. And they all in on it. And the Lord who created all things and gave you them brat kids and that no good woman and put you and got you housed in that body, that no good spirit of yours is going to punish every last one of you. And you deserve it. You deserve it so bad. Because how else will you stop evil? He ain't going to be like, he got the prophets out there because he's spirit. He got the men to go to do the talking. You expect the Lord talks through. Matter of fact, man, let's get it. Matter of fact, this is a good opportunity to pull what I'm going to pull in what is it, Psalms? Is it Psalms the 24th chapter? I'm gonna bring this out because, well, I'm gonna bring it out after the Mother's Day. I gotta bring it out after the Mother's Day. But the Lord talks through you through the men. That's how He's talking to you. That's why He told the men to pluck out. That's why Christ said, get rid of that log in your eye, so you can be right when you go and talk to the people and tell them the right thing. That's why He said, be sincere, love your brother. So when your brother come to you with a problem, you be able to get him right. Like these things He laid down was intended to make you this type of person, man. Then you'll be a weapon against the society. Then you'll be a threat to the white man. You ain't no threat to the white man while marching. Are you kidding me? White man marches, and he's a threat to it because the white people know that white people will murder. White people know what kind of spirit they come from. They know what kind of people that they are. A white boy the other day told me, he asked me, "What you think you better? Do you think you better than me?" Because he knows he's a piece of garbage. He knows he's a piece of garbage. He knows his family is conniving and evil. Y'all read. I'll go on. We'll read on.
And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods that may provoke you to anger.
There you go. And I'm going to tell you something else. Latino community, all them different idols that y'all got out there, that y'all worshiping on, what do you call that? The Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans and all of them, they worship. Damn, I keep forgetting that the name of them damn idols. But they, Santeria, but it's another one. Santeria, but it's another one. But anyway, it's off. It's a foul spirit. And the Lord is against our people for doing that stuff. That's why the Lord, and what y'all, you want me to pull the script? I'll pull the scripture. The Lord said, Ephraim is full of idols. Let him alone. Meaning, I'm not going to deal with him. Didn't he say that? Yeah. I'm not dealing with him. Meaning, Ephraim going to get jammed up. Right. That's what the Lord said. So them idols need to be, we need a moral, what did I say? A moral revolution. Right. A moral revolution, man. Get rid of all those idols. Come into the ISUBK. Right. Change your life, man. Do the things according to, and you're going to see this nation. Boy, it'll be, man, this empire will just disappear, man. Right. It'll disappear. What is it? You got a question?
Yeah, kind of, I was going to add, but you bring it out so heavy, sir. It just came to me, a lot of the northern kingdom, especially Ephraim, there are a lot of them are Catholic. They're going to be worshiping the Virgin Mary. Yeah. And then that coincides with what you said, sir, about Sybil and how that's, a Roman, pagan goddess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sybil and, the Virgin Mary and how they view it and how Ephraim looks at it, it's no different than the time of Greece, Rome, and even today.
That's right, absolutely. Give him a hand for that. That's right, absolutely. And if I could, Joseph. Remember what was it Joseph? I keep y'all know. Joseph that was separated from, it was Jeroboam. Jeroboam made an idol so they wouldn't go down to Jerusalem to worship, to keep them up in Samaria, I believe, Lord allowed. To keep them up there. And so from that, and then it just started to snowball into all this other stuff. You understand? Right. Give me Jeremiah 44:7.
Okay. Quick question, sir.
Go ahead.
Brother UPK Pittsburgh says, Salaki, sir, what advice would you give on cooking on the grill on Memorial Day? Would that be in the spirit of the American spirit or not? Should it be done or not?
I'm going to tell you something, though, if I could. I would not cook on the grill on no Memorial Day. Hey, y'all should get that. All right, real good to see you. Just for the simple fact that everybody's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I would not do on Memorial Day. Granted, it's you're not breaking the law. I can't tell you it's unlawful to do, but spiritually it would be. Like, why would you want to do it on Memorial Day knowing your enemies is out there, grilling on the grill? You understand? We in the truth. We don't celebrate Memorial Day, but you know what I mean? Just for the sake of you of that being a wicked day. You know what it says, I think it's First Timothy, I forget the scripture where it said you don't eat meats. It's not a meat sacrifice to idol, but for people outside of the truth, seeing you grilling on Memorial Day, knowing you UPK, they're gonna be like, oh, he's celebrating Memorial Day. To them, to an unlearned man. So absolutely not. I would not even grill that whole week. You know what I'm saying? Let the white man. I don't want to be associated with it. You know what I'm talking about? Where he said, don't let those unbelieving. Y'all know I only have my phone, so I'm jammed up real bad tonight. See you do even like. You got young people coming in the truth,
right?
And they having a hard time. You know what I mean? They trying to deal with the world. You don't want to give them leverage to go back into the world and do the things of people of the world. Wait.
First Corinthians 8:4, sir?
I have to hear it.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 4. As concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other God but one.
Right. We know it in here. We know that the sacrifice they do is BS or whatever. So we wouldn't even, if you grill, it wouldn't be no problem. Right? I think this is it. Read on.
Talking about verse 5. For though that there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many.
Does it talk about how people, read on.
I think that's down in verse 7.
Where it says what? About people outside of the truth?
Howbeit there in any other man of that knowledge for some conscience of that idol in this hour eat it as it is offered to an idol, but their consciences being weak is defiled. But meat condemneth us not to God, for neither.
Right. What he's basically saying is, it's no problem for you to grill, cook, or whatever. Is that it?
7-8.
Hold on, wait a second. Let me just sum it up real quick. I don't know if it was the whole thing. But you in the truth, you don't worship the idols they worship.
Right.
But, for the sake of not being a part of those that are weak in the faith, I think it does say like weak in the faith or whatever. Those that don't, that see, that know, when you come into the school, you represent the school. Whether you know it or not. The things you do, it should not bring up, it shouldn't be a question in anybody's mind whether you UPK or you are following the world. So for the sake of what the world do, I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. There's plenty of other days you can grill. There's plenty of days you can grill. You know what I mean? You got to read it where the verse you was over. Let them know where you are.
You said Jeremiah.
Go ahead.
I was asking where it was.
No, I'm talking about the one you said you found it.
Oh, it was a little further down, sir.
Read it real quick. You can write that down later.
Khan. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 8, and verse 9. But take heed lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
You see that? Take heed, and that's just liberty. Like, you don't worship the idols. You in the truth. And we understand we don't worship idols, so we should be able to grill or cook any day because we don't worship the gods of these other people. But take heed. Read that again.
But take heed lest by any means this liberty of yours
that liberty is coming into the truth. Read on.
Become a stumbling block.
It become a stumbling block to who? Read.
To them that are weak.
To them that are weak. You got a young man coming in the truth. He see you on Memorial Day with the grill fired up. He gonna be like, oh man, let me go celebrate Memorial. He's weak. He ain't got the strength to withstand it right now. He wants to celebrate it, but he's in between.
Right.
You know what I mean? So pretty much that's what it says. So I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Anything else?
That was it.
All right. Give me Jeremiah 44. I think it's 17 or 7. I think it's 7.
Jeremiah 44, 17?
Yeah.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44 and verse 7. Therefore now, thus saith the Lord God of hosts, the God of Israel.
Hold up. I think it's a verse above that. What does it say? Let me see what I got.
Verse 6.
Start at 6.
Verse 6. Wherefore my fury and my anger was poured forth and was kindled in the cities. Verse 5. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear. Verse 4. Salaki. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44. I'm going to start at verse 2. Sir. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem, and upon all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are a desolation, and no man dwelleth therein.
What is he talking about? Anybody know what he's talking about? Where?
This is talking about when Nebuchadnezzar led us into Babylon.
Boom. Absolutely. Lord brought Nebuchadnezzar down and wiped us the hell out. And he's going to tell you, he's going to explain to you why the things happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans back then. Read on.
Because of their wickedness, which they have committed.
Because of what?
Because of their wickedness.
What's your wickedness? You doing your own thing. You ain't obeying the Lord. You forget you made a covenant with the Most High? The Lord ain't he ain't no power that you can just say something to and just do what the hell you want to do.
Right.
He's going to hold you up to what you're supposed to be doing. Read on.
Which they have committed to provoke me to anger.
You provoked me. You provoked me to do something because of your wickedness. It made me just say, oh, I can't stand it no more. I'm gonna handle this. I'm gonna handle it. Read on. And that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods. And that's what you did. You got your damn Islam. You got your damn Jehovah's Witness. Your Christianity. Your Buddhism. You got your Egyptology. Right. You got all these other gods you worship. And you provoking the Lord to anger. You're making him come down and jam you up real hard. And you're supposed to say, my goodness. First, the Lord warning you. The Lord sit in the middle of the corner. And they speaking. And you know what you tell them? Go get a job. Go get a job. I don't want to hear that. Meaning, I prefer my wickedness over what you talking about. You know what I mean? I prefer smoking weed and being a drug dealer or a hooker or whore or eating my pork or listening to some goddamn white pastor that the white man set up to lead you to him. I prefer to do those things. Get away from me. Cast the Lord to the back. That's what the scripture says. You cast me to the back. Read on.
Whom they knew not.
Well, you ain't know about these gods. These new gods. Black people love something new. They think they get some new knowledge. Who's the new God? What's this God about? Mother Earth. Tell me more about this Mother Earth. Mother Earth. This other guy with the row of breasts going across. I can't say the word. Tell me about this God. The egg God. You mean to tell me I can boil eggs and put color on it and hide it and have my kids fight? Have my kids participate? They bring the sticks while the parents kindle the fire. While the father kindle the fire, while the mother knead the dough. Well, everybody involved. That means everybody's involved in this evil. Read on.
Neither they, yea, nor your fathers.
You know what? Y'all know about that. Y'all know Abraham. He would never worship these gods.
Right.
Huh? Isaac and Jacob. You better not tell me they worship these gods. They was loyal to the Most High.
Right.
They didn't do the things you do. You far from them.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 4. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants.
He sent the servants to you. Who's the servant? The prophets. The men that tell you about what the Lord said. Read on.
The prophets rising early and sending them, saying, "Oh."
Meaning I had them get up and get out there on that corner and tell you, because I'm ready to act. But before I act, I'm gonna make sure I'm right. I ain't gonna jack these Negroes up without me giving some warning. I'm gonna make sure everything's justified when I lay this down. Right. When I lay this whoop my ass down. Read on.
Oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
Do not this abominable thing that I hate. That's what prophets told you. Do not this abominable thing that the Lord hates. Read on. You serve these false gods, goddesses, and worshiping these other nations. You know what serving Sybil want to do, and serving all these other gods leads you to these nations.
Right.
Now you're gonna be, you know what I mean. The people that's in charge of these gods are gonna have full authority over you. Do what they want. That's what. When you serve the Lord, the Lord is going to destroy the people around you to give you what you want. Ain't that something? Either you can serve the gods of the land and be underneath the people that's going to enslave you, or you can serve the Lord and he can free you and give you all the nations.
Right.
and subdue them.
Right.
That ain't no choice for me. I don't know what you're thinking about, but in my mind, I want my land. I want the white man to beg me for some food. I want the other nations that have done evil to our people to pay. I want them to pay. So if that means I got to change myself, I'm going to be the best dang. I'm going to have the best mental revolution. I'm going to protest my own goddamn mind. My evil. And you want to protest something? What's that evil thought of yours? How about that? Right. Protest. Out here, the white man. You know why you were looking back and laughing at you?
Right.
Why you were looking back and laughing at your simple mind?
Right.
You think you beguiling the serpent? White man didn't get all this by protesting. He ain't fit to give you none of it either. Think he's slaughtered. He raped, robbed, and murdered your people to get what he got. That's why you see him sitting in the big houses. in the communities, you can't come down. You don't even know about these houses. These places white people got. You've never seen them before. You never seen the war. This war, I'm not gonna go. Listen, it's places that white people got full out, oh man, bodies of water. And there's not one black person around. Only black people that come through there is if you serving them, if you taking care of their babies, or you delivering, or you doing something to serve white people. Other than that, ain't no black people around. Now you think they gonna get that up because you protesting? They live good when you enslaved. You understand that, right? They live good. You know down there mind what they gotta do to you. Some of them so Confederate, or they so champion their cause, they'll shoot you down in the goddamn streets. They keep the ghettos going. You think they're gonna let you out the ghetto? What? So you can move next door to his daughter and join and be competition for his son? You fighting an ignorant battle, man.
Right.
Black people are fighting an ignorant battle they have not even fully thought about. Why would he do that? I don't want him to be equal to my son. Why would you even think there's a possibility of that? That's what that protest is. I have a shot at convincing white people that we're just one people. Now that's why white people lie to you the way they do. They say, we all one blood. We all one people, so that you will suck that up in your slave mind, go out there and protest and try to convince them of, remember what you told me? We all one people? Yeah, but I didn't really mean it. They ain't gonna tell you I didn't really mean it. You took that literal, dummy? Let's read on. It's just mind blowing to me that, that we can still be ignorant as we are towards these people, man. These people have never changed, man. They've just lightened up because, and to me, I'm going to say this is not scriptural, because they can only go but so far. The Lord will let them go but so far. You understand? The Lord is who preserved us, in our captivity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if not, you'd have been white. You better believe white people would have wiped you out. But if white people if white people go and too far, then they'll know that they'll be stopped.
Right.
Yeah. Like imagine if they just start murdering people in the UPK. Christ would stop them. Because now, it's not a chance that, this nation will get built. The Lord wants this nation. He wants this body to bring in what he said, oh man, what's the scripture? I have my thoughts are to prosper you, not to kill you.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right, where are we at? Let's get some more, real quick, because I got to go into this other.
But they hearken not, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness.
But they didn't listen to the Lord. Give me Isaiah 3:12. Let's go over it real quick, and then we're going to bounce into this Psalm 24. I want to go into that real quick. You got it?
Isaiah
3:12.
Come. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people.
As for my people. The Lord had the people, of course, all through the Bible. He said, as for my people, read.
Come. Children are their oppressors.
Children. The white man's a child. Spiritually a child. He's like a little child. He's like, if I don't get the thing I want, I get mad, I just kill. He runs a temper, and black women or children, they got the same mindset. If I don't get what I want, I'm gonna throw a fit. or I'm going to, you know what I mean, black men, some black men too. They shouldn't have it. But children are our oppressors. They are oppressing us. And they are the children that Isaiah is talking about. Read on.
And women rule over them.
And women rule over them. Who's the them? The people, the Lord's people. I mean, he said that's for my people. I'm asking y'all who's the them.
Right.
Y'all look at me like I'm crazy. You thought it was talking about the oppressors? Women rule over the oppressors? Is that what you was thinking? No, you're talking about his people. And that's absolutely on point. That is the spirit, that's what Satan wants. He wants a man to be weak. He wants a man not to have the strength. That's why the Lord always trying to gird you up in the strength. And here's one thing Satan does. Satan likes to discredit the Bible.
Right.
Now, if you discredit the Bible, what chance do you have of rising out of this condition? What chance? Do you ever see the Muslims rising out of the condition? There is no chance of rising out of your condition if it's not for the Bible. This book right here was inspired to keep by the men to tell you how to overcome your condition. How to come back to the Lord and do the things of the Lord. And in doing so, this whole place will be overthrown. That's what the whole secret of the earth is. White people are so shocked that you even found out who you are. What? Who you think? You were there? Oh, they starting to wake up. They panicking. They really panicking. They know their empire is being shut down before their eyes. They ain't making them, you know, every day we in this quarantine, how many businesses losing money?
Right.
You know how many people are not celebrating? They trying to push their holidays from the quarantine. Because people ain't going out, well, they are celebrating the holidays, but not like it was. It ain't the gathering. It ain't the multitude. It ain't the seas. You know the Lord talking about the sea? The great sea of people celebrating the white man's day no more. Maybe a few here and there and all that. So he knows that he feels the urgency. That's why the president said, we got to open it. We got to open it back up. We got to open it back up. And damn near feel like damn near the dark. I mean, I don't know what the dark ages feel. I don't know in this, but damn, for the white man to be shut down for a period of time, then the black man gets some air.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he can invent, come out with different ideas. Because now the white man is shut down for a minute.
Right.
Like his lies is hard to push from his house. He want to get out so he can, he can roam and tell you believe they Jews. Yeah, he can't. You can't speak it. You know how many white people rolled up in front of us while we speaking and convinced black people of that we are not, we're not telling them the truth. You believe they're Jews? Come on, man. You actually believe that? What are you talking about? A woman? You know, then that serpent, you see it right in front of you. That serpent come right to you and take you away from the truth. You listening. And he see you listening. And there might be a chance that you might come in and find out more. So by me going to you and whispering a few words to draw your mind away, now it gives me a little bit more time to revamp and do the things, you know what I mean? Right. So that's why I was super heavy. Where we at? For time's sake, give me Psalms 24. I was talking about how the prophecy, how the Lord uses the prophets for his word. And a lot of people believe that this is not the word of God. They think the Bible was just a book. Especially simple Egyptologists, people that's outside of this school, even Christians. Christians say, who wrote the Bible? After you go and talk to a Christian, and they be in the church, and then you show them a scripture they ain't never seen before. Well, who wrote the Bible? Like they start to question. They don't believe in the Bible. They believe in Christianity.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the Bible is absolutely unrefutable,
Right.
100% non-negotiable.
Right.
What do you call it? What does Joe always say, y'all? Oh man, I can't think of the word. The word of the Lord, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove the prophecies. Can't even see the men of God in our captivity and the things that have the history of the Bible. A lot of people don't even, they talk off the top of their head. Scholars will tell you that the things that the Bible speaks of have happened. They will tell you. But because you're unlearned and you've been lied to so many times, and the Bible requires you to be a different, not to be who you are, so that you find a way to discredit it. That's what you do. You find a way so you can stop. You can still smoke your weed. You can still have the whores. Hard to stop having whores, especially when they come looking good, smelling good, and then you say, God said, if you know. Oh man, who wrote that? Then you looking at that whore walking down the street. You know what I mean? You ain't answer who told you, who wrote, who designed that. You ain't say nothing about that. But it's all, you know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, kill me, man. Black people something else. I'm gonna tell you, boy, I can't spend hell with the white man. Hell and the white man gonna be. It's going to be a dead place, boy.
Right.
When white people lose their power and position,
Right.
well, it's going to be something. But black people, you make hell. I hate to say it. You make hell in sight, goddamn it. Shit. You just got the spirit. We in hell, and I'm not having the time of my life, but there's been some instances where I had me a good laugh. Or, you know what I mean? Imagine with heaven.
Right.
Like hell is like this, but imagine the Spaniards in hell, they in hell tearing, trying to find some life in hell. And doing their thing, you know what I mean? Having their little weight, I mean, you be like, damn, you know what I mean? That's the bomb, man.
Right.
The food, the culture, the dance, you know what I mean? In hell. Right. Feel that. The dress in hell. Boy, hell is going to be out of sight, boy. I just, something I just look, I hope, you know what I mean. I wanted to get the scripture. Where's the scripture we was holding? Love. We're saying about love. Those are the hold for me. Love, true love. It is not boastful and all that stuff. I want to pull that real quick, then I'm going to the songs real quick, then we out of here. Anybody got any questions, anything?
So no questions online, sir.
Is anybody online?
Oh, come.
Oh, it's a few people online. Most of quiet, man. Glad to have y'all here, man. Y'all check in too. Y'all make sure y'all hit up in the chat, man, and let us know you here. We give a shout out to, the brothers and sisters in the chat. I need to bring a computer and be looking in the chat my name, so I think I'm gonna start doing that. It was 1 Corinthians something. Love does not boast. It is not proud. This and that. That's true love, man. That's what we do in the UPK, man. It ain't. I don't give a damn about it's so-called birthdays. You got it?
First Corinthians 13:4?
I think so. What does it say?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 4.
And it also pull up the fruit of the Spirit. Because, I'm going to read this, but y'all at home, look up the scripture we're talking about the fruit of the Spirit. Meaning this, once you come into the truth, and you learn the truth and you change, these are your attributes to show that you really in the spirit of the Lord. You're going to have these attributes. You're going to be this type of person you're going to be. You know what I mean? The fruit of the Spirit is this. All right, read 1 Corinthians. Is that what you got, sis? All right, go ahead, read it.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 4. Charity suffereth long.
Oh, I love this scripture because why? I'm going to go into it in a minute. The Lord said, hold on, wait a second. Oh, shoot, that's the scripture. Go ahead. I have to think about it. Be not high-minded, but go ahead, read on.
Charity suffereth long, and its kind charity envieth not.
And it's what?
And its kind charity envieth not.
Right. What is that? What is charity? Y'all don't know what charity is? It means donating to the white man's causes. Is that charity? Give your money up to him so he can steal it and show you little babies, little African babies on TV, so he can plead to your compassion. You know what I mean? And then you donate money every month. He'll send you a picture and take that money and put it in his pocket.
Right.
You don't hear nothing about that, whatever cause you donating to.
Right.
I'll never forget they make an announcement on the supermarket. Can you believe it? Black people in the hood making an announcement to donate to some charity. And when the white man got all the goddamn money, what you asking me to donate for when you got the whole goddamn, all the riches of the earth? Right. You know how rich this place is? It's an insult to ask me to donate to a goddamn charity when I can barely pay my light bills and my family destroyed. It's ridiculous. But they do it. I'm in the supermarket, all the old black ladies giving $2 to this charity thing that they have, and they're announcing it all over the loudspeaker. I'm like, man, this is you imagine me. I almost had a goddamn conniption in that damn place, boy. I mean, it was like, wow. Go ahead.
But you bring it out, it's so heavy, sir. My slave, they had a meeting with us, and they said, would anybody like to donate a certain portion of your check?
Donate nothing. Why the rich people have the charity for your poor behind? Why are they asking you, poor as you are, not even making a salary, getting hourly wage to donate something? And here they got all the money.
Right.
Would that seem odd to you? Like I had to talk to other brothers. I said, listen, brother, I always see these homeless white people on the streets. I said, I would never give them. They'd be on the trains.
Right.
You just walk through and ask black people, give them money.
Right.
Give them money. And then they look at the blacks and Hispanics as if, why don't you get a job? But the white man, I guess they feel some kind of sympathy because they got a job from the white man. And here's the white man begging them for money. I don't know what it is. But I'll be damned if I give that devil some money. So he can get powerful and enslave me again.
Right.
My brothers and sisters on the street suffering, and I'm giving the white man money?
Right.
I can't find a black or Hispanic or Native American man to give no money to. I got to give it to them. No. Right. I'm not that simple.
Right.
Read on. Please read on.
Charity vaunteth not itself.
Charity vaunteth not itself. I mean, what's charity? What?
Charity be love.
No, to who?
Love.
No, it says, where's the scripture where it says, charity is the good works. Okay. I'm going to go into this in a minute, but you learn the truth. You learn languages. Man, it doesn't take languages, right? You want to learn language? It should not be it should be to do the works, to promote, to build our nation. You know what I mean? You learning something, all right, you got a slave in the world. I understand that. Right. But it should be to build this nation up. Right. Because this is the nation that's going to protect, that's going to look out for you when times get rough. Right. That's got your back, man. Right, man, they got your back. How many people, they love to talk that good crap, man. Right. Don't y'all know game when you hear it? Right. Well, we all in this together. Meanwhile, all the black people ain't getting no test and dying. And the white people getting all the have up, but we all in this together. Because that's to get you to join this place, man. Right. To give your spirit to this place. To give you to hustle up, to go and fight for the same cause that the white man's fighting for. When you're supposed to be hustling up, fighting for your cause. Right. That's what charity is. It ain't boastful. We might boast, we give the credit to the Most High. The Most High gets the credit for any type of knowledge he gives us. We go out and build. We go out and build, man. We don't go and buy expensive things so we can look good. We go out and get tithes to feed people, man. Right. To do the works, man. To raise up a brother or sister that may be, that's to deliver them out of this situation. Not boastful. What you boasting for? You see somebody and they're boasting, then you know it ain't the Spirit of the Lord. You understand? Paul said, I had to magnify my office because of all these wicked Negroes out here. When he said that, he didn't want to do it, but he had to. Why? Because there's so many different people telling you lies that he got to push himself out there that leads you into the truth. Go ahead. Read on.
Come. Is it not puffed up? Doeth not.
No, read it again.
Come. Charity suffereth long, and his kind charity envieth not. Charity
it does not envy. I'm looking at my brother. What are you talking about? The laws. I'm not envious what you got. You got what you got. The Lord give it to you. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh. Right. I'm happy for you, brother. You know what I mean? I'm happy, and I want to rejoice with you. What did Paul say? Condescend to men of low estate. Oh, that's heaven. That fights that high-minded mindset of our people, because you can get knowledge. You can have all kind of knowledge, and if you don't have something to build, to put that knowledge in, it'll puff you up. You think, I got something he ain't got. Or if you ain't doing the work, I want to say the charity. We talking about charity, right? That's why the Lord, what's the scripture where he said, knowledge edify something. Charity edify. Look that up. Look up charity edify. Meaning this, I want to try to explain it. You get enough knowledge, and I guarantee you, if you ain't got charity, you'll be thinking that you something. You'll be self-involved, and you will not do the things of the Lord. You puffed up, man. You think you got knowledge on you think it's all about you. Think the knowledge that the Lord allow you to get. And A lot of times knowledge don't be crap because I'm gonna tell you why. Look at this COVID-19. Where the knowledge in there? All that knowledge and education y'all learning, you ain't built nothing. Where's our people building something? That knowledge for the white man. That's what it is. You building his society. And when his society shuts down, you shut the hell down. Give me that garbage, man. Right. I don't see black and Hispanic and Native Americans build for their own self. That's why the truth is important, man. You go out here and build something else, and it don't help you at all. But you build the truth, that does help you, man. Right. Read on. Go ahead. What you want to say? You had your hand up?
I have scripture.
Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 8, verse 1. Now is touching things offered unto idols. We know that we have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up.
Hold on. We know we have knowledge. Knowledge puff up. Read on.
But charity edifies.
But charity edifies. What does that mean? What does it mean? Huh? I'm going to give it to you. Anybody online want to take a stab? Do you want to take a stab at it? What does it mean?
When it says that charity.
I just gave it to you.
That the help we're going to do to the Lord chosen people, our people, is going to better help them.
You will start to understand true wisdom and knowledge. That little puffed up reading a book and graduating the white man's schools and not. I mean, I tell, I'm from Washington, D.C., and Howard University is smack dab in the hood in Washington, D.C. Howard University. And the kids in Howard University walk through the hood right around them. All kind of violence and all kind of things going on. And the kids walk by their own people that's not living, that's not in the school and have their head raised up. Like I don't deal with these type of people. They're puffed up. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. Charity, what does that mean? You won't understand a lot when you come into school and you pick them goddamn crates up and you burn your officership. You won't understand a whole lot that you did when you was that Negro in the world. We're edified real quick in here. You know what I mean? What's what? You know what I mean? We don't have any more than that. That's it.
Verse 2. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know.
Damn right. You out there, you think you know something, you don't know a goddamn thing. Who told you you know something?
Right.
I don't see you in here doing anything. Where you at?
Right.
Because you know why? All them people, when give me Revelation 22 when Christ said works. When he said that I come quickly and I give every man according to his works. Christ said that. You give damn much of your education. You want to say, well, I'm a Harvard. What you done anything? You a Harvard PhD? Nah. You ain't built nothing. You ain't did nothing I told you to do.
Right.
Makes you think you're gonna have a position, a seat in my kingdom.
Right.
That's heaven. Read where we at.
Come down to the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 12.
What?
And behold, I come quickly.
The Lord said, behold, I come quickly. Look, I'm gonna come quick. Read on.
And my reward is with me.
And when I come, I got my reward for those that deserve it. Read on. How they gonna earn this reward? Read.
To give every man according as his work shall be.
They give every man according as his works shall be. Not according to his knowledge shall be. According to his works. I have knowledge. Knowledge comes, goes. I can't remember a whole lot of things. But the works that's being done, that means that the Lord, that's everything to the Lord. But that shows you got faith. That you believe in what he laying down.
Right.
You ain't just talking. You know what I mean? Psalms 45, real quick. We got a few more minutes. I'm going to pull this scripture out for the people to think that the Bible is written that man. It's not. This is absolutely the Lord's word. I'm going to David. You know, I love King David. I sit back and read the stories about King David from the time he was little. He was obeying his father and was in the spirit, and the fell off part I can relate to, and everything else. How he, going through what he had to go through with Saul. You know what I mean? All the men that I could just sit back and just think about some of the things they went through, the loyalty, how people saw I want to say beauty, but not like a woman. The honorableness of this brother, and wanted to be down with him, and wanted to join him. You know what I mean? They saw it. You know what I mean? Let's read that. Let's read Psalms 45.
45 and 1 second.
Just start at 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 45 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
My heart is inditing a good matter.
He said, my heart is his heart. What is it? Okay, we don't. He said, okay, let me read the first verse.
Oh God, my heart is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king.
Hold on. What did he say here? Y'all know sometimes I go into different things and where the Spirit takes me.
Right.
He said, my heart, boy, I'm enthralled. I'm amazed. It's the king. And he's talking about something that is truly dear to his heart. This is the man. Remember, this is the man said, do not I hate them that hate thee, O Lord. I hate them with a perfect hatred.
Right.
This is the man that went out and fought so that our nation could rest, so that our nation would have. He was no punk.
Right.
He was a straight up warrior.
Right.
And he said, man, this is dear to me. We're going to talk about this thing that's dear to him, that's not dear to us. And if I can say so, the Lord is always trying to bring Christ up and to push Christ into the forefront of our lives. And you know what we do? It's just like, he is the king that just gets, it gets bad one in blacks and Hispanic lives. He's honorable. He's worthy of your praise and gratitude, and he's worthy of your of your allegiance. He's a king like no other. And you know what we do? We say the Bible, the Bible written by man. We turn that allegiance that the Lord is trying to give us. The Lord is trying to give you something to make you a type of person to be honorable, man, to be able to hold a position that you never held in the people that you revere, in the place where you revere. You revere the white man. You never had a position amongst him. But here's Christ. And here's the man that has done so much for our nation. And we look at him like, you know what I mean, he's not worthy to be followed. Well, goddamn, in the UPK, we follow Christ. We follow this king, man. But King David, who we follow, is giving big ups to him. He's saying it right here. My heart is indicted to lay this out before you. Read.
Oh God, my tongue is the pen of a ready writer.
What does he mean by that? His tongue is a pen of a ready writer. What does that mean? Who's the writer? Now wait, give me a pen. You have a pen? Give me a pen. This is King David's tongue right here. See that pen? Who's ready to write with King David's tongue? I'm asking. Anybody want to take a stab at it? King David is the instrument. I'm giving it to you, goddammit. Who is writing using that instrument, which is his tongue? Y'all know the precepts. Come on, y'all. All right, I'm going to give it to you. Time's sake is almost that time. The Lord. The Lord is writing. Read that again.
My tongue is the pen of a ready writer.
Is the pen of a ready writer. Meaning the Lord is about to lay this down. Through King David. Man of God. Remember the Lord said he's a man after mine own heart. Well, the Lord is using him as an instrument. Like the Lord used men. Read on.
God, thou art fairer than the children of men.
What's he talking about? What does it say? This is a song right here. But he's saying something. Thou art fair. Who is he talking about? Y'all not with me tonight, right? Who is he talking about right here? Who are we reading about? Well,
King David.
no. Read the beginning. Read the first verse.
My heart.
No.
Go ahead.
Read it again.
Verse 1.
Yeah.
My heart is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer.
What are you talking about? Maybe you don't know until we read down. Read down from where we stopped at. I want to get some more so you can see.
Grace is poured into thy lips. Therefore God hath blessed thee forever. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with the glory in thy majesty.
What are you talking about? Go ahead, sis. What? What are you talking about?
Please.
Huh?
Please.
Wait, no. Well, that's what it's saying, but who is he talking about? Remember, this is a song. And this song of David is talking about Christ, our King. Before Christ was even born, the Lord, through David, is prophesying about Christ. He said, my tongue is a ready writer. I think it said, my tongue is a ready writer. What does it say? I mean, my tongue is the pen of a ready writer. Meaning the Lord is about to write something using King David's mouth. He's writing, and we're reading what he spoke from the Lord. Read on.
And in thy majesty ride prosperously.
ride prosperously. Long live the king. Read.
Because of truth and meekness and righteousness.
Truth, meekness, and righteousness. That's a hell of a quality for a king. Truth, meaning, what is truth? What is he saying? Come on, y'all. I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to start. What is he saying? He said, ride prosperously. Read it again.
And in thy majesty ride prosperously.
What's the majesty? We didn't get the one before that, did we? Go up about that. I want to go real quick. Read.
Gird thy sword upon thy thigh.
Gird thy sword, meaning he's going to battle. This is a king for, and what is he battling against? Lies, hypocrisy, religions, anything that goes against the truth of the Bible, Lord, the God's word. He said, ride prosperously. He's battling his Mother's Day. His Mother's Day goes against God's word. My king, ride. He said, ride. He's like a damn near one like a cheerleader, I want to say. He's like, yes, be victorious over these enemies of God. Do it. Establish the Lord's word in this earth. Take care of those people that love that love a lie and that love teaching lies. That's what he's saying. Read it. It says, my king, do it. Because you stand for truth. What is truth? The word of the Lord. Wait, somebody tell me what the Lord set up. Truth is, you are the real Jews. Blacks, the black man in America is the tribe of Judah. The Hispanics, the Native Americans, are the other 9 tribes would join to make the 12 tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the blacks in America, and the West Indies and Haiti. Ride prosperously because you riding for the truth, not for the lies.
Right.
Because when you come, everything's gonna be revealed.
Right.
Boy, it's gonna be a hell of a day. It's damn near you. It's like a soul. It's like a refreshing. The people that's over top of you right now, they trouble you. You don't even understand that they trouble you because of these lies. Because of the truth that's being held back out in this earth. Oh, man. No, y'all know it's tons of scriptures I'm ready for. It's already 9 o'clock. Oh, man. Go ahead, read on something. Let's get a little bit more.
And thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things.
And your right hand, the hand of strength and might, shall teach thee terrible things. Frightening, awesome, powerful. Like this is, the Lord said he's a terrible power, isn't he?
Right.
When he showed his power, isn't it frightening and awesome and it's awe-inspiring. Say when the Lord came down on the mountain, we were scared that it frightened the hell out of us. Terrible. You see an angel, you lose that pride quick. You be standing in a puddle. You know what I mean? You lose that pride. Because the angel is so awesome. Read on. Again, flip more than I'm out of here. We out.
Come. Thy arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemy.
Hold on. Y'all think we shooting arrows right now about this truth. We shooting arrows at the king. I mean, not at the king's enemies. Sorry. We shoot at the king. At his enemies with the truth. Well, when the king come, boy, like he was able to open that book to talk about in Revelations that no man, that's why it said in the beginning, thy beauty. It said, remember it said, you are fair, your fairness. Meaning not physical fairness, but because of your character, because of who you are, because of what the Lord done, because of you, what you done, your character, what you done,
Right.
because you are the anointed, then you are fair. That's the fair, meaning he's writing it like you call a woman fair because she's beautiful, but he's fair because of his righteousness.
Right.
Yeah, I want to say, of course. Go down where we stopped off. Read on.
Come.
And y'all know the scripture, of course, in Revelation. Go ahead.
Whereby the people fall under thee.
Because the people going to fall under me. Remember, every knee shall bow. They're going to fall one way or another. You're going to take that goddamn knee or your head going to be rolling down the street.
Right.
Fall that way or fall this way. Which one you choose?
Right.
Read on.
Come. Thy throne, O God, is forever and forever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter.
Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter, the rulership of thy kingdom is forever. Read.
Come. Thou lovest righteousness and hatest wickedness.
He's the son of David. David loved righteousness and hated wickedness. David said, I do not hate them, they hate thee. Of course, y'all know that. Read on.
Come. Therefore God, thy God, hath anointed thee.
Hold on. Read that again.
Therefore God, thy God, hath anointed thee.
Therefore God, is that what it said? Let me read, where it says, read on.
With the oil of gladness above thy fellows.
Hold on, the God, thy God, meaning Christ is power, and his power anointed him to be king and rule this earth. The Most High anointed our king. People are always talking about, I used to wonder why people are always putting Christ down. Like, why? And it just dawned on me, man. Like, he was always hated.
Right.
He was hated by the people that were supposed to be leading us to him. Like, our God, our power, the Most High, he is one God, anointed him to be king. Read on.
Come. All thy garments smell of myrrh and of aloes and of cassia out of ivory palaces.
He's going to be righteously the king. And he deserves it. Read on. That's it.
Wherefore they be made glad.
Where's the one where it says the mighty God? He's the mighty power. Meaning, okay, this is the God, thy God. Meaning, it says, I think it's in that verse, or is it, maybe I'm thinking something else. Huh? Read it again. Read that scripture.
Therefore God, thy God, hath anointed thee with the oils of gladness above thy fellows.
You know, say the mighty power.
Right.
Okay. Meaning he anointed Christ to be the power. Remember in Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah 9, he said he's the power, we call him the wonderful counselor, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, all these different names we assert to him because he's the man. He's the man that he talked the talk and walked the walk. He earned this position. You understand? And so what are we supposed to do?
Right.
We're supposed to do the same. And with that being said, I got to pass the class over to Priest Officer Yediah. Y'all support this truth, of course.
Give Captain Shapar and the Posh another strong hand. That being said, we ISBK start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rule of a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will get. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'ashura, which means tenth in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will open for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, up become a holy convocations, of course, in the Passover, which is still on hold. Keep up with Commanding General Yohana on Black Watch on Monday, and also the weekly videos that he drops throughout the week. And we will have the Most High's Passover, and every first-time officer of 50 and trooper and a sister who is unmarried, if you are a sister who is married, get permission from your husband and report to Captain Shapar and the Posh, but we have a service to do in the service department. Remind all Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that, I mod you. Stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Admaj, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham.
Yashamatah, sorry, turn to face sister Admaj. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Admaj, Barak,
Yahweh Shamar Alatham Shem Yahweh Shah.
Yashamatah, class.